Brews and Banner Podcast. Banner Podcast. Brews and Banner Podcast. What up, what up, what up? Welcome to Brews and Banner Podcast. I'm your host, Rob G. And with me, as always, is the Legendary Brew Crew. What up, fellas?
I was reading this weekend.
Mama.
Nah, it doesn't taste like dirt.
My name is Lou Belgians, ladies and gentlemen.
I'm wondering, does Delaware have an actual culture?
This is the podcast that we talk about beer, but we also talk about a lot of things that's happening in the world, politics, movies, anything really that comes to our mind while we're here sampling these brews. Grab a drink and pull up a chair.
Ooh, we love you, Brews and Banter Podcast.
What up? Welcome to Brews and Banter Podcast, where the topic is the rockin' and the brew. Well, happy to fuel. I'm your host, Rob G. And with me, as always, Legendary Brew Crew. What's going on, fellas?
What is going on, everyone?
Hi.
This is episode 254 of Brews and Banter Podcast. And this is your first time watching us? Hey! We are glad you are here with us today. And for our fellow bruisers, hey! We are also glad you're here with us today. This morning, this evening, this afternoon, whenever you're watching. Except for Yoda, because he looks sad right now.
It looks totally sad. Like, turn that frown upside down, Lionel.
Spread the cheeks, bro.
Spread them cheeks.
Spread them cheeks.
Yeah, I just read that. I just watched that somewhere. He said, spread your cheek could also mean a smile.
I've never heard anybody say, "Oh, you look down today. You should spread them cheeks."
Yeah, that's a double entendre for your ass, literally.
I think it was on. Have you ever watched the Skeletor on Instagram?
Yes.
I think he did it. I was like, "I'm telling me again."
Yeah, he warp your mind up, man. He really like, oh my gosh.
I was like, you know what? It could be. It really is something. And then somebody said, "Oh, that'd be a perfect thing for put in the bathroom while you're on the toilet. You spread your cheeks, and do you see that? And you start smiling, so you spreading all your cheeks." I'm telling me again. No.
I got it, man. Don't wait on your brother, man. I got you, man. That was funny.
All right. Well, before we get
it made him have to re-clean his glasses. That's how funny he thought it was.
I know. Jerry, I like my glasses on.
Get my spectacles. Let me clear my spectacles.
Cheeks so far, my glasses got fucked up.
Yeah. Good joke.
They did. Before we start, we actually want to shout out KJ Kearney, Black Food Fridays. He actually is now not just a nominee of James Beard, but he is a James Beard Award winner.
Yay!
Nice
round of
job.
applause for that.
Yes.
That means now we have had 2 James Beard Award winners. So if you want to win a James Beard, you come on.
Come on here.
That must mean we next to get one.
Maybe. As soon as they open up the podcast, category.
We got to talk more about food, though, I think. We got to talk more about food and beverages. You got to go.
We talk about beverages every episode. We're a beverage podcast. I mean, we don't talk about it the whole time, but people know that it's a beverage podcast. Look, you got a beverage in your hand. I got a beverage in my hand.
That shit look like lemon water, but I mean, like some lemon tea.
Yeah, I'm blowing it like it's nice tea. All right, before we get into everything, we always like to know what we are drinking on. So, or what are we drinking today?
Speaking of, I have here, thanks to our friend Candace from Connecticut Valley Brewing Company. She passed us a lot of beers. Yoda had a spiked smoothie a couple weeks ago. I have a spiked smoothie today. This is the lemonade version. You guys can see that. This is what it looks like. It looks
that's delicious, ain't it?
It is. It's really good. It looks like a frosted. It tastes like a frosted lemonade. Like if you was to have a little bit of ice behind it. It's delicious, man. It's at 5% ABV. Connecticut Valley Brewing Company is in Connecticut. South Windsor is the city, to be exact. This is gluten free for all you gluten allergy folks. So find out about them at ctvalleybrewing.com. This was good, man. I like this. Cheers. Pass me another. And it is in this beautiful glass that we like to call Bruising Banter Taster.
What y'all saying? I don't remember. Y'all was saying that that's a seltzer, right? Seltzer. Or
I think
a smoothie.
I don't think
it seems like a smoothie beer. It doesn't say seltzer anywhere,
okay.
so it's a beer.
I thought
Yeah,
you said seltzer earlier, but all right.
Yeah, I think their
sure.
smoothie beers aren't like thick.
Yeah,
no.
Like
They're, like I said, this tastes like almost a lemon water ice feel.
Okay.
Yeah, like I said, that's more so than like a ice lemonade. It's more like a lemon water ice from Bernie's. Yeah.
All right.
Bernie's. So specific.
Right. Yoda, what you drinking on?
Yo, it's dumb because I got the CT Valley joint too.
Mm.
But it's the.
She gave us so many. You should. Yeah.
She did bless us there. So
For sure.
I got the Campers coffee stout. So this is what it looks like. The can looks like it's like a camp. It looks like they're in a boat. They got the dog in the boat and they fishing. Kind of like the shit that you do in the camp with the sunset behind it. It looks like, but it's a nice can.
There's trees on the side. Yeah, it's trees on the side.
They all in the forest and shit.
Yeah.
So
It's called Camp what?
It's Campers.
Campers Coffee. Okay, I thought you said Campfire. Campers Coffee.
Nah,
gotcha.
Campers. But they also so this has coffee roasted by Birdhouse Coffee, and Birdhouse Coffee, you can find them at birdhousecoffee.com. So I'm going to assume that's where the coffee blend came from that they used for the stouts. And this is what it looks like in the glass.
Wow.
Nice and dark.
Yeah.
Nice stout. It's a 5%er, so it's not too heavy on the ABV. So you can drink it all. But this one definitely, if you're into coffee, this is your shit right here, because this is definitely coffee heavy.
Is that the only thing? Like, is it boozy? Is it smooth? Like,
It ain't boozy.
no? Okay.
boozy
Yeah,
at
because
all.
at 5%, sometimes we'll talk about that from when we talk later about a beer that we had later.
I'm not gonna lie. It tastes like a carbonated coffee.
Okay.
Yeah. That's
So
what it tastes like.
definitely coffee forward drinkers need to try that. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah. Yep. Tastes like a carbonated black coffee. Bang. But because I like coffee and I like beer, stouts, this is a good stout.
Right
So,
up. Yeah, that's dope.
pass me another.
That sounds delicious.
Mhm.
Did you say pass me another?
Yeah, I would. Yeah, I'll pass me another. I'm too busy watching a fucking baseball game. That's why you didn't hear me.
No, you got it was like a mumble. I didn't know what it was.
Oh man, it's about to be the funniest episode we ever had. Rob, what you drinking, Rob?
I'm actually drinking, and I think I had this during Log Jammin as well, but it is from Attic Brewing. It is their Profane Rice Lager. There it is. I think it was a collaboration they did with Jesus Piece, actually. Yeah, there it is up there, Jesus Piece, which is a heavy metal band that they like to play a lot at during their Metal Mondays, or I think Todd's a big fan of heavy metal. So this is one of the collaborations. The artwork is done by Sean Van Kirk. That's the artwork of the can. I don't see the ABV, but I think if I remember correctly, it's about a 5% or so. Might be a little lighter, but there it is. It is a nice rice lager.
Rob? Where's the cat? Is the cat on the can?
No, there's no cat on the can. Unless
Ain't
they're
no pussy on that can.
unless they're eating the cat.
What?
What now?
I
What
said
happened?
I said ain't no pussy on that can. He said unless they eating the cat. I don't know what's happening.
Yeah, that's exactly what I heard both of y'all say. I heard
Right, right. So what's worse? I just said because there is nothing. Because they're like they're having a cigarette, so maybe they had dinner before. So I don't know. On the can, you really can't see, but he's smoking.
So you think they ate the cat?
Yeah, because sometimes people smoke after eating cat.
You on fire? You on fire today, Rob? You on fire?
Like, what's this? Is dad jokes?
Yeah, he on fire. He warming up. He warming up for next week.
But here it is. Actually, in my Log Jammin human robot glass. There it is. It's a like a pale color. It's pale in color.
Yeah, that looks like lemonade too.
Yeah, it's really, really, really light. So I don't know. Maybe it wasn't 5%. I don't remember exact. I will have to look it up. But I think they actually serve this well at Log Jammin. But it is light. It's refreshing. It's a crushable beer. I mean, if you like rice lagers, I am a fan of rice lagers because they always are nice and light and enjoyable. So shout out to Attic Brewing out of Philadelphia. That one. So I'm gonna pass me another. All right. Everybody got their beverages of choice today. So let's get into it. We did have the opportunity to go to Philadelphia. Is that last weekend? Is it last Saturday?
Yeah.
Saturday, June 1st.
Yes.
We went to Cherry Street Pier in Philadelphia, and we got to hang out, enjoy the land of lagers at Log Jammin IV, hosted by Human Robot and organized by Home Brewed Events. I believe that is. Shout out to Meredith as well.
Mm-hmm.
And it was a great time. It was always a good time getting together with fellow beer drinkers, fellow lager lovers, and just beer family and new beer family. So it's always a cool time. They had, I think, had over 87. I don't know if it's 87 breweries or 87. I think it's 87 breweries or so.
You think it was 87 breweries there?
I think so.
Or I think more close to 87 beers.
Yeah, I don't ever think it's 87 beers.
Because it's not a lot of. It's Cherry Pier is a big space, but it's not that. It's not 87.
Well, yeah, you're looking at two, and then you had, I don't know.
I don't know either, but it could be either or. Actually,
Yeah, either or is a lot because it's either 87 or 100 and over 100 because everybody had at least 1.5 average, like 1.5 taps. But it was a good time. It was a lot of light beers, so you could drink a lot if you had food on your stomach.
Was there food there?
Yeah, they had.
They had. Was it one food truck or two?
I think it was. I don't know. One maybe. I don't know. To be exact, I'm not sure how many food trucks. There's always the one that's on site. I think all the time at Cherry Street Pier. So there. They had food. If you came for VIP, they had food as well up on the upper deck. I'm actually looking at this. I think it was like, this was 83. This was 83.
Okay.
83 breweries?
Oh no, it has 86. It has 86 total table numbers. So there it is. I'm looking at the
wow.
But I realized when I was reliving the evening, I mean, a lot of beers. I always do it.
Yeah. That's what I was thinking. It was so much, and you still. I sampled a lot, but it was still a lot that I didn't even get around to.
Yeah, it's so easy to miss beers in these joints. So.
They
I think it was one whole
because
section I don't think I got to.
yes, I believe that. There I don't remember the names of the breweries, but two specific beers that stood out to me were both smoked lagers, and every time.
Von Trapp, right?
Thank you. Yeah, Von Trapp had one, and I didn't. I met the brewer from the and we're gonna have him on the show later. So forgive me for not knowing his name or brewery, but he made the other smoked beer. Can you guys hear me?
Yeah, now we go.
Was that Kings County? I think it was King County, right?
Yes, thank you so much. That's why you the host of the show. But both of those breweries had great smoke lagers. Even though they were the only two, they were really good additions to the fest. I enjoy how people tried to find out how to up the ante on a lager, because they knew some breweries knew that there were going to be lagers here. So they were like, we're going to do this. We're going to do this. I seen some Czech styles again that were really delicious. It was a good time for me. I had a really good time.
Yeah. And then some people had some on the cast, or I don't know if anybody had Perkins, but it was almost like I think that was Forest and Maine, maybe. I'm not sure, 100% sure who that brewery was. Carbon Copy had a good. I mean, they're bending. I've had it before, but I had it again there. It was delicious. Resident Culture was a good one.
Grim had a good offering too.
Yeah,
I enjoyed Grim. And who did we talk to? That's Schilling.
Schilling.
They had a 3.1%. They had a 3.1%. They called it their day drinking beer. That's what they drink when they're.
Was that the 8-degree one? Was it 8
yes.
degree?
And then they had another beer that was 7.2. I'm not sure the name of that particular beer, but the similarities, you couldn't tell the ABVs were 7.2 versus 3.1 unless you were drinking all day. You know what I mean? Like it was it was amazing how they were able to make the beers so similar in I would say ABV taste. I don't know another way to say that. But I would have thought both of those ABVs was around 5-6%, and one was 7.2 and one was 3.1. So it was good talking to them.
I'm always a big fan of Human Robot. I mean, I got the Human Robot hat.
Absolutely, have always got to stop at their booth. It's their show.
Yeah, and they do great lager. So,
yep.
Shout out to the whole team over there. What else stood out for me? Two Locals had a good lager, and there was somebody next to them. I think they might have been from Europe. Because I can't even pronounce the name. It was a Root House or something.
Okay, go ahead. That's good. Good try.
I mean, I'm only saying German because I think he had the whole Lederhausens on and everything. Like, man, had costume. Because it almost looked like I said root beer, but it was like a German word, so it was like RHUE or something. That was good. And it was the one that was from San Francisco that I think you had at first. Olo Factory or Olo.
Oh yeah, that was right by Resident Culture and Grim, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, they were good too.
So I mean, all the ones I tasted, I mean, I enjoyed. Rhythm Brewing made their debut at the Log Jammin. Shout out to Rhythm Brewing, whole team, Lady Lager, out here doing the thing. They got a lot rave reviews from a lot of the people that we talked to. They really enjoyed the lager, and it was a good time.
A lot of customers, just customers and patrons of the beer fest that we got a chance to interview and talk to. That was always one of their top picks for the day. If they had gotten it to them, they had always mentioned it. So it was good hearing that they were a favorite of the day.
Yeah. We got a chance to meet new people, reconnect with folks we've met in the past, either at this festival or other ones.
Yep. I got to see people face to face that we've had on the show that I never saw before face to face. That was cool. Yeah, it was a good time.
Yeah, it was a good time.
People reached out to us, like saw the shirts, and it was like, "Hey, listen to the show." A lot of conversations about episode 200 and such, or 100 and such. I don't remember what we said, but I appreciate y'all listening and giving us feedback.
One gentleman, every time he sees us, he always says, "Love your show." So I appreciate it. I think I met him last year, or maybe 2 years ago. I don't remember, but I was at another at this festival, and he came up and said he enjoyed listening to the show. So we always appreciate when folks give us in-person feedback. Like, hey, I'm really digging what y'all doing. It's always a pleasure to see people that are some of the listeners out in the wild, I guess.
Yeah.
In the wild.
Yeah, they in the wild. I like that. I like saying that. But yeah, that's a weird, strange, and humbling feeling. because I just feel like I'd be just talking to the two of y'all, but we know that a lot more people be listening to it. And when you're at Beer Fest in that space, it's good to know that the niche that we got is growing. Yeah. People be enjoying it. So
yeah, I think at this point, if you have over 100,000 listens or downloads, I think you can assure yourself that a lot of people have listened.
We got over 100,000 listens.
Yeah, probably more than that at this point. But I think I lost track because when you move, the
platforms, yeah,
kind of throws it off.
Yeah, that's the first time I heard that. That sounds crazy. That sounds crazy.
Round of applause for us.
Yes. Go ahead, hit the button.
I hate listening to y'all niggas. I ain't gonna lie.
That's not even true. We talk to you every week. Just lying for laughs. Don't lie for laughs.
I see you all the time.
Right.
We share the same birth canal at one point.
Too far. Yeah, but the vocals have nothing to do with the birth canal. Yeah, we don't want to talk about the canal.
I really don't like listening to that nigga because I've been hearing it all my life.
Yeah, he was talking to your birth canal when you was he was in. Mm-hmm.
I was trying to get into the delivery room, keeping that nigga in
like you stay right in there.
Like I only me, but it turned out to be a good decision to let them all come on out and see the world.
Yeah. Yes.
Stop laughing at this.
Oh man, your brother is on fire today. Like I am cracking up. Jokes is just pew 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 pew. He's just out here shooting them down.
We are having a good time on episode 254 of Brewing and Distilling podcast. We're talking about Log Jammin, the good time it is. Always looking forward to it. I don't think they got the total number on and all the proceeds go to the Michael Jackson Foundation. Not Michael Jackson, but the brewer and distiller, and it actually helps people of color get into the craft brewing industry. So you get scholarships and stuff. They give scholarships and stuff like that. So all the proceeds go there. So if you bought a ticket and all that good stuff, then you helped a good cause. You helped to diversify the brewing industry.
Yep, claps for you. Congratulations to you. Thank you for your help.
Definitely. Congratulations.
Yes.
I don't know anything else. I was about to say anything else highlighted for you.
I heard the music is always cool. It's more of a backdrop thing, because I don't know if I ever really truly engaged. Like I stopped to listen to the band. I didn't know who the band was, so sorry for that. I should have. I looked it up. And
I feel like if people like that genre, I think it's because of the genre of music is not my genre, so it always feels like a backdrop type of music to me. I don't mind hearing it in the background, but at the Log Jammin, because it's so close to home, like we also every year that I've been, like last year we were standing still, so it was like we can't go over there to listen to the music, and then yesterday like. It was a lot of people that we were interacting with last week, Rob. Like there was no time to go sit and take 10 minutes to hear a band play, even if it was a music that we were there to hear. But
yeah, sometimes I'll be fucking with their bands though, because like just the live aspect.
Right. Yeah. I just didn't like. I'm not saying that we shouldn't have. I think that we should have. We should have probably took some time to do that. But there's just always so much going on.
Yeah, that's true.
That it's just like, you got to actually carve out the time to sit and listen to them.
Yeah. I'm out. Yeah, definitely. Because I think that's some of the reason why I miss some of the beer. Because of, and I enjoy it. I love stopping and engaging with folks and chopping it up. And I know you turn around and like an hour is going, oh shit, what happened?
Right. Yeah.
So it's always good, and that's the case for every beer fest. Once you get a beer and you stop and talk to people, And the more beer fests you go to, and the more people you interact with, the more people you know. When you go to these beer fests, it's like it's continually just double and quadruple on who you like. Oh, Snap! I'm happy to see you here again. But it's always a good time. It's definitely a good time for fellowship, enjoying good beer, and hanging out with people that you're cool with, that you met in this beer community. Because the beer community is, I mean, every community has some flaws or some warts, but for the most part, during my time being in the craft beer community has been a good time, and folks a lot of times, a lot of times it's the people that like-minded, like some of the people that you rock with, they rock with each other. They tend to be all in good, lead with love, for sure, in this industry. So that's always a plus if you surround yourself with the right group of people in this industry. Yeah, I think that was it. Again, shout out to Human Robot for putting this together. I think they're still tallying up the total amount of what is actually being donated to the foundation. That I believe was started by Garrett Oliver. I think he's with the spearheaded. He spearheaded.
I think so too.
Foundation.
Shout out to Meredith one more time too. Thanks for the glitter. I appreciate you.
Yeah, I was looking. I saw one picture that somebody took. I was in the background. I was like, "What is that on my face?" I forgot it was the glitter that I put on.
Huh?
No. She offered glitter, and she had glitter on her. So she was offering people if you wanted the glitter. She was like, and I just took a little bit and wiped it on my face.
Yeah.
Why though?
Yeah,
why not?
I don't know. Festive.
Why not?
Now, why was she offering glitter?
Because she had it.
Yeah, because she had it. And
she had it to offer.
Glitter? Where you get the glitter at? She said, "I got the glitter right here."
You.
She was all and she was heavy. Like she had used the glitter, so she had glitter all over. Any part of skin that was not covered had glitter on it. Yeah. Like so when you saw her, you were like, "Oh, where you get that?" You couldn't help but say, "You look nice in your glitter," or "Where'd you get that glitter from?" And when she would be like, "Here, it's right in my pocket, right in my pocketbook, right in my purse, right in my whatever they hold these days," and because it could be a shoulder bag, you know what I mean? It could be a man purse. It could be not from Meredith, but you know what I mean? Like it could be a fanny pack. But she pulled it out or whatever that thing was, and let us use it. So we did.
Okay.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah. So again, shout out to Meredith, Robot. Hope the Log Jammin IV is just
Cinco.
Just be just as incredible. Hoping it continues to be able to give more money to the foundation, and just people who love lager just come out. Maybe they'll outgrow Cherry Street Pier. I don't know. Like, hey,
listen. Maybe they don't
like it like that. In terms of
I'm glad you said that though, Rob, because maybe they will outgrow it because it is a growing festival, and the 3 years that we've been involved, we've seen the growth. Being the pinnacle of this past year, but Cherry Street Pier is just a great place to have a festival, or just a great place to be, like to be able to see the river, to see Jersey, to see the bridge, to actually see parts of Philadelphia and be in walking distance to other things around the city. It's just a really good spot to have a beer fest. So I hope they keep it. I hope they keep it as intimate as it is. But I understand if they gotta go to a bigger venue.
Yeah, because there's a lot more breweries doing lagers now because of the popularity that they are coming back to be like, hey, we want to taste your lager. So I don't know. Maybe they left out some breweries. Let
me ask you this.
I wonder how they picked the breweries.
That's what I was gonna say. Like, are you happy that it's like a lot? Like, were you happy that they had a little bit of adjunct? Like, we did have a couple of smoked beers. We had the cast. We had I saw a vanilla flavor beer, and then they had some Hellas lagers in there. Or do you want at the Lager Fest? Were you happy a couple years ago and it was just like seemed like it was just lagers last year?
No, they've always had some adjunct. Some people snuck in an IPA sometimes. Or a Dunkel. So they've always had that. I think. And that's actually kind of good sometimes because that actually allows you to maybe
cleanse your palate. Yeah, that's what I was thinking. That's what I was thinking about. That's, in my opinion, I think I like to have 4 or 5 or a good percentage that are different from lagers, because a good lager is going to taste the same almost in every brewery that offers it. In my opinion, with my palate, it feels like I'm running into the same. I'm drinking the same thing over and over again. It may be a little bit different here and there, but I'm not. My palate ain't that versed to tell the difference yet. So.
Well, yeah, and I think with Robot curating the guest list, I think they are looking for people who do a high quality lager. So they probably will be in the same, like, you ain't gonna find one like, oh, that's some shit lager.
No, that's another thing to say. Like, you don't go to the Lager Fest and walk away saying I had a bad like nothing. Right. If you like lagers, or if you trying to like lagers, you're not going to have a bad experience in drinking any of the offerings that those breweries have. Like, Human Robot is definitely curating. They're not just anybody. They definitely are telling a lot of people that they can't come.
Probably.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like,
but I also think that even with it being a lager festival, like, that's going to keep it like at that intimate kind of number. Because
you think so?
Yeah, because really it's kind of like basing it off of one particular style beer, even though it may be different kinds there. But when you look at it, it's really
all the base. It's all the foundation is lager. Absolutely,
yeah.
Absolutely.
And so I think that some people don't know that they like lagers. Some people don't like lagers, so they're not going to come. And so it's like, it's not like it's just a beer festival where it's all types of shit there. And so they know when these people that buy these tickets to this festival know they coming there to taste some lagers. So I think that's going to keep it at an intimate size.
I don't know, Yoda, because you weren't here, you weren't there. If y'all don't know, Yoda had a prior engagement, so he couldn't make it. But it was a lot more people there than there was the year prior. So they are opening it up more. And I don't know what the capacity for Cherry Street Pier is, but if they continue to let more people come in, they're going to have to move. Because it was
last year.
It seemed like it felt like it was more people there this year. Did you think so, Rob, or no? And it may be because we were moving. Like I was moving around this time when I was standing still. Yeah, so I actually, you know what? I'll take that back. I actually don't know. I don't know. I had 2 different experiences, so I don't know. Yeah, I can't even speak on that.
Now you're definitely more people than in year 2, because the first one is Log Jammin 2 that we went to. It was definitely
more people at 3 and 4.
Yeah, I know. Then I can't say that. The first one I went to, it was more people there the second time.
Right. Yeah. I went to the pre-stuff, that Friday stuff on that year, but I didn't go to Saturday.
Some of that has to do with the more Human Robot grows. I think now they're up to 4 locations in the Philadelphia area.
Yeah, that's true.
I didn't even think of that. Yeah, that's another thing, another aspect of it.
The way they grow, the way Ken is out, it seems
hustling.
like every
hustling. Yes.
I think it's more than one of them. I think it's more than one. Then they got clothes.
It seems like it, man. It seems like it. Like he's always one place at a time.
Right.
But it seems like it's at every weekend. It's a beer fest that he's taking a picture.
Talk Ken 1 and Ken 2.
Or he's a triplet.
Well, look, whatever version of Ken I talked to at Log Jammin talked to me and was like, "Hey, email me," and he responded to the email. So that was Ken's was in communication with each other. Email Ken and Beerfest Ken do communicate, because he did reach back out to me.
I know he was in attendance of another lager festival up in New England this weekend.
Yeah, that sounds about right. I feel like if it's like a 8 to 10 hour one way, he gonna make it.
Yeah. So it was definitely a good job. Shout out to like again, I said it before already, but shout out to everybody who helps makes that festival go. They've always done a great job. It's always, the beautiful glassware.
Yeah, that's true.
Is always cool.
Yoda, you brought up something when you were like, people that buy the tickets, they already know that if they don't like lagers, they're not coming, or if they want to get to know lagers, or if they love lagers, you got a certain type of guest. And I never thought about that. Like, if people just like beer, they'll buy any beer fest ticket. But if they like beer but not lagers or not sours, they're not going to buy tickets to that particular that when it's a niche type of beer.
Right. Yeah. Even if you don't know, it sounds like it says it's a long.
Lager, you know it's gonna. At least 90% of those things should probably be lagers if you promoting it as such. But I think that brings that crowd. The crowd is specific to lagers now. So now you have people who love lagers, who like lagers, who are interested, and it's a different vibe as well. Whereas if you have a regular beer fest or a sour specific or a stout specific, I just hearing you say that made me think about how niche this craft beer really is, and then the niche inside the actual craft beer niche, it goes even further, because there may be people that may not go to any other type of beer fest but lager specific beer fest, and we met them last week. Like, I met a person that was like, I love lagers. As soon as I heard about this, I'm living in Connecticut. We drove down for the day, and I was just like, shit, like, people really want lagers out here. And people, when you go to Sourfest, it's the same way. Like, I drove, blah 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 blah. So I just that connection was just made, how specific, and the vibe does change based on the crowd of people that are at your beer fest.
There were a lot of breweries I didn't get to, but when I looked at the list, I think there was like two that I didn't. That was like, man, I wanted to get there. Like, it was on my list, and I still didn't get to it. And that was I think it's Little Good Word out of Georgia, Duluth, I believe they are. I wanted to get to them.
I used to live in Duluth. That's interesting.
They do a little beer festival, I think is another lager festival in Georgia, and then the Canadian brewery, I think, starts with Elm. That was at the Dewey Beer and Friends. I think they would bring their lager this time instead of their sours and stuff. And I didn't get a chance to get there either. But I did get to Zylico. That was good too. I didn't mention them earlier. All in all, great festival. If you like lagers, if you don't know if you like lagers, check it out. If you drink Bud Light, Coors Light, and all that stuff, go to it. Right. And you're gonna find
people don't even know that's what they drinking.
Right.
If you like what he just said, you may not ever drink them beers after you leave that lager fest. Budweiser, Michelob do not want you to listen to that promotion at all. No.
Because the one thing they do great is their mechanics is like, the beer going to taste the same no matter what you do anywhere you taste it. So there's that. But if you want to try someone that are just great craft folks in the space, check out Log Jammin.
But that's the thing too. Like Budweiser, people like, oh, it tastes the same everywhere I go. It's all like a good craft beer lager that stays on tap for that particular brewery always tastes the same too.
Plus, my thing is, like, it ain't always got to be just about the beer. It's like when you go to these festivals and you like meet different people, you actually meeting the people behind the beer. Like, you'll never meet the motherfuckers who's on that.
He's dead. He's dead. No, because he's dead. Like, they not. Anheuser-Busch is gone. Yeah, whoever invented the recipe that y'all drinking consistently, that motherfucker is gone. Like, you never get to meet him. You ain't having no sit down meeting with him. Like, y'all could actually meet the guy who made this beer, and he can tell me exactly where he picked the hop from. And yeah, it is an experience. And also, not even being at the beer fest, like, you can meet them at the beer fest, and they're so hands on with their work. Some of them aren't too busy. You can DM them or email them and get a relationship and build a rapport with the actual head brewer or the owner of these breweries, just being a patron of a beer fest or a patron of the brewery. Whereas you can go to Anheuser-Busch's museum every day and you ain't gonna never meet Anheuser. Never. His first name was Anheuser. Y'all know that's crazy.
What's his name?
Just saying, come here, Anheuser. Little Anheuser, get your ass over here. That's crazy as hell.
Was that his name?
Yeah.
Maybe that was it. Was it Anheuser Busch? Was there 2 last names?
I think that was 2 last names.
I like his last name being Bush and his first name being Anheuser.
Like an attorney, like an attorney's office.
Yeah, I don't like that. His first name Anheuser from now on, guys.
No.
No.
I think it was Anheuser and then it was Bush and they
It was Jim Anheuser and Jacob Bush. No. I want little Anheuser to be running around.
You have more kids named Anheuser.
No, not for my kids. I just want to imagine because little Anheuser seems like he looks like he's like 86, but he like 3 running around. But he wrinkly, he got a cane and everything. Like he plays with canes and wheelchairs.
He wears suits all
all time. He got good wingtips. he know the best tailor in town. Yeah. No onesies. All wingtips. He go to sleep in a bow tie. All right. See you, Anheuser.
Since it is festival season, actually now it's festival season every year. Are there any beer fests that you are you looking forward to in the next couple of months that you have on your radar? Or you get found out about like, maybe I'm gonna try to sneak up there and check it out, or sneak down there wherever it is and check it out. Is there any beer fests like that?
You know, I'm always looking forward to Bell and Flow, especially since I didn't get to go last year. I'm looking forward to this year, so that's on my radar. Because you know why? It's like if you don't say nothing about the beer fest, I don't know about them really.
Yeah, you the beer fest calendar man.
Yeah. Well, but a lot of times the only bad thing, a lot of times for beer fest, sometimes they all fall on like the same weekend.
Yeah, you definitely gotta draw straws on them.
You gotta communicate or something. Get a joint calendar on like, okay, I'm taking this weekend.
Yeah, at least like a East Coast, West Coast, Midwest, South type of thing. Like we could have 4 on the same day, but let one be in Florida and one be in New York and one be in California and one be in Nebraska. You know what I mean? Now I can choose, and it's not touch the bet. But now it'd be like Jersey, Maryland, Virginia, and Delaware all got a beer fest on the same day. It's like, God damn it, I can go to all 4 of them, but I can't go to but one of them.
Right, you can get to all 4, but
but I can only pick one of them. I can't I can't even get to 2 in one day.
Right.
Yeah, because the brewery might be able to be at all 4 of them by me as a physical.
Right. Yeah, that's when you do need to clone, for sure. Gotta talk to Ken.
I am looking for Barrel and Flow. That's August. Is that August 10th?
August the 10th. No, August the 11th. August the 10th, I think, is that Friday, I believe.
Okay.
It's that weekend. It's the second weekend. It's the second weekend in August.
Yeah. In Pittsburgh. Also, I think it's the Black People's Beer Fest in Sacramento. I want to try to get out there.
That's in October, right? Yeah, I would like to do that.
Mm-hmm. That's okay. Yeah. Okay. Oh yeah.
Oak Park.
The Delaware Beer Fest is in October as well. That's the first Saturday in October.
October 5th. Yeah, October 5th. And actually, it's changed venues. It's actually at the
baseball stadium,
Crawley Stadium. So now,
George and Wheezy, baby, they moving on up.
Yeah, that is a move up because that's crazy.
Listen, that's damn near the biggest venue that we got in Newcastle County.
Yeah, that's true.
Well, yeah, California is Black People's Beer Fest. It's October 10th to the 13th in Sacramento. I'd like to get out to that.
We gotta put that on the calendar, Rob.
All right. What else? I also would like to get out to, but I think that's the same time period too. It's Kill the Lights in Knoxville. I think that's the same. Oh no, that's actually October 26th. So maybe I don't know. Maybe.
Yeah, five. It's 5 weekends in October, and you had Beer Fest 3 of them in October. Nah, bro. Yo, what about I forget the name of the brewery. We talked to them at Dewey Beer and Friends, but they got the Corn Maze. They have their festival based around their Corn Maze opening.
Is it 450 North? Is it 450?
450 North. That sounds right. That sounds about right. Yeah, I would like to go there. Huh?
Yeah. What's their festival?
It's got to be in the fall, I believe.
October 5th.
No. Dang, man. And look, I can't even be mad because that's Midwest. Like I told them, like at least do them in Midwest and East Coast. They did it, and I can't. I got to pick one.
Yeah, October 5th is not for me anyway because I have a wedding to go to.
Yeah, boo, marriage.
Family, I gotta attend family funeral. I'm at funeral. Shit.
Yep, exactly. Yep, exactly. That's what I just said. Yep, family funeral.
I was about to say function, but funeral came out.
Yep. Both souls died to become one. Two souls die and become one forever and ever, indeterminately.
See, that's the thing, though. That you can't be. You still have to remain. It's not 50-50. It's 100-100. That what makes key. You can't lose yourself in the marriage. You got to still have part of yourself. So you got to make space for you.
So you saying Teddy Pendergrass was wrong?
Yeah. You got to go. You got to come 100-100. You want to come as a whole person, not 50% of yourself. No, that's just that's what. I mean, that's what it is. I mean, that's what it is. I don't know.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah, that sounds good.
Court may seem like an awesome thing. I mean, a lot of people who are from Indianapolis tells me it's definitely in the middle of nowhere.
Yeah.
I also wanted to get out to Voodoo Brewing because they have their I can't remember what it's called. It's out of, but it's like in mid somewhere in close to Erie, PA. I didn't realize how far it was.
Oh yeah.
It's far.
Yeah, Pennsylvania ain't nothing close but Philadelphia.
Right.
Yeah, I was like, oh no, I don't.
Like Scranton, even Scranton is far.
Yeah.
Scranton like 2 hours away.
How far is Erie though? Like
it's like 5 hours away. Erie's on the lake, on one of the Great Lakes.
Cause it's like past Pittsburgh, kind of.
But it's up.
Yeah,
it's like the same distance across, but up. So you got to go. If Pittsburgh 5 hours, it's at least 6.
Yeah,
at least.
The Good Vibes Beer Festival at Voodoo's compound.
When is that?
That's July 13th.
And that's in Erie.
And it's not Erie. It's like I forget what it's called, but it's like close to Erie, Midville, PA.
And what about changing air? They doing it this year?
I'm not sure. I haven't seen anything yet. I know they just started. Shout out to. No, I don't know if they're doing it this year yet. I haven't seen anything as of yet. But shout out to Jamal and the whole team behind Changing the Air because I think they just launched Changing the Air Park, which is like a beer garden that they actually
nice.
launched. So shout out to
That's
them.
good.
And
That's really good.
Growing, Changing the Air. I think someone came on here and talked about Paris talked about they was talking about bringing Changing the Air to Asheville as well because where they hold it, Changing the Air, the restaurant / beer garden place has I guess a spot in Asheville too. Okay. So they were thinking about bringing it. They're expanding that as well. So hey, if that happens, that's cool too.
Yeah.
So it's I mean, beer fests are always a good time. It's just so many that one my time can do and my liver can do.
I feel like we're like I don't know how many we've done this year, but it feels like every other week, at least 2 a month.
Yo, the thing that'd be crazy to me is that,
so far, like I feel like we've been at a lot of beer fests this 2024, more than we did all of last year.
I don't know, is it?
I don't know either.
It feels like it's been a lot between the three of us.
Yeah, I mean, we did Louis Beer and Friends.
Damn, that was this year, huh?
Right, that's what I'm saying. That shit was cold on the beach, but we was on that beach.
Right.
Too hot for the gram.
We did
that was both in February.
We did Yeah, the 302. I mean, that was really considered
the Choice Awards. Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah. The AC John.
Oh yeah, AC Beer Fest, which is coming back.
Maybe one a month. Maybe we done one a month.
Yeah. But that they actually bringing it back.
Oh, we did Dr. Brew Littles.
Oh yeah, Maple Shades Beer Fest. Yeah.
That was nice.
Then we just did Log Jammin.
Yeah.
All did Log. Yep.
But if you want us to appear at your beer fest,
hit us up. Yeah. Our calendar is filling up. Is basically what we're saying. Our calendar do be filling up, and we be doing stuff without this beer fest stuff. So we got lives outside of the beer. So you gotta let us know when you want us, if you want us.
So if you want us to come through, do a live podcast or just grab content, interview folks who are enjoying it. We just started throwing up some of the interviews we take done at Log Jammin as well. So we had it was quite a few interviews. Right now there's 2 up from the Beery Godmother and Rhythm Brewing. So they're up. There's some more to come. So if you are on IG, definitely check it out. And then I think for the first time, I don't know if I can make it work because I did a vertical shot. I probably should have did a horizontal, but I'm going to try to stitch them all together and put it all up on YouTube.
Like a collage type of thing.
Because a lot of times I cut them down to get to a minute, but I'm going to get the unraw, the uncut.
Oh my! Jesus!
Because them shits be.
Whoa! Rock and raw cut it footage like straight no chaser.
It's not that bad, guys. He making it seem like it's crazy. It's not that bad.
Crazy would go down.
It's not. It's kind of close to what we actually post. It's not that bad.
Yeah, I mean sometimes. I try to get to a minute. I try to get it to a minute where. The interview could have been like 2.5 minutes. So, but I try to get it to a minute.
Get the good meat of the interview. The best meat.
The crust of what they're trying to get out to the people.
No, you cut the crust out. You cut the crust off. Nobody wants the crust.
The crust.
You want the crust. Okay. Yeah. Oh, got you.
Yeah.
Nobody wants the crust.
Nobody wants that.
It's funny because some people don't like crust on their sandwiches, but they like their pizza crust. It's a weird thing, so it depends on.
I feel like that's not the same type of bread, though. I feel like that's 2 different things. Yeah, pizza crust, and bread crust are 2. Just like bread crust and toast crust is different.
All crust, baby.
It's not. It's not.
I feel like it's all bread. I don't understand why people don't like it. It's still the same bread.
It's not though. It all depends on how you bake it and what ingredients is in it.
I don't see the difference. It ain't like they made a different recipe for the crust.
The same crust. You talking about the actual bread like the actual bread versus the crust of that particular bread.
Right.
Yes, I agree with you on that. I definitely agree with you on that. Yes. I thought you meant all crust is the same. I'm like, no. Yeah. But all crust to that particular bread is the fucking same. Yes, absolutely. Absolutely. So you eat bread butt?
I don't mind bread butt.
Yeah, I don't mind it either. Like, what's wrong with the butt?
It's still bread.
Yeah, absolutely. Except when the slicer cut it real tiny. And you can barely put it on a piece of I'm like, oh man, you wasting my butt. That sounded crazy. That sounded crazy.
Don't waste my butt.
Now I feel so bad. Yoda said it 2 times, so if we need a drop, we got his too.
I might have to cut that together.
I'm fine with it now. But yo, let's change the subjects because that can go way off. We did we moonlight. Hey, bye Yoda. We moonlight. He said, "I don't want to hear no more." No, y'all don't want to talk about crust no more. I'm out. No more crust talk. I'm getting off the episode.
What the crust with the butt? I like
that. We want to talk about more butt.
Got you. Nah, we can't.
Change the subject. I'm like, man, I'm out.
You out? I mean, if you want, after we talk about this, you could come back to your butt talk if you want. But we moonlight as trivia hosts. Me and Yoda with Rob behind the keyboards, and we had our second event at Attic Brewing this past Thursday. And I don't care what anybody say. I would say it was a success from the feedback that I got.
It was
So
fun there, I can tell you that.
yeah, we had a good time. We learned a lot. We learned that anybody can participate. You don't have to be there to participate. That was genius, Yoda. Good job by you.
Yeah, and it was definitely good from the people who were there who participated, even the people who didn't participate but were there.
Yeah.
About actually logging in.
Mm-hmm.
Like, oh yeah, definitely should run it back. So we definitely gonna try to do that. And again, if you are a brewery that want to bring who are gonna be there to your brewery, hit us up. The email is always on the profile. Hit us up. Let us know. Let's bring it to your brewery and have a good time. Definitely music, trivia. It's definitely a good time. Jokes from the two stand-up comedians.
Somebody told me that we were funny. I was like,
what are you talking about? What are you talking about? We're just hosting the show. And they're like, no. You guys can take this on the road. I'm like, nah, that's crazy. Don't be talking foolishness in my head.
All right, try it.
Well, we'll see, because it did go so well that is it official, Yoda? Or can we talk about it?
Yeah, what? That we gonna be at the Juneteenth festival?
Yeah, it went so well. We got another gig like that.
Another
just
gig
like that. Go ahead, since you know about it, since you booked it, tell them about it.
Light up on June 15th. We'll be out at the park, the Tubman
Garrett.
Tubman Garrett.
Yeah.
Garrett Tubman. Garrett. Is it Garrett Tubman or Tubman Garrett?
Tubman Garrett.
Tubman Garrett. Tubman Garrett.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
They put the woman first.
Black Power.
You better put that woman first.
Jaheen.
Okay, I was gonna say what that song.
Yeah, Jaheen.
We're fucked up right now, but anyway.
He not fucked up. He back on track. But his hair. Oh yeah. He need to just cut that. He need to get rid of that.
He do look crazy though.
Sometimes you gotta let it go. But his voice, from what I heard, his voice sound real good, like up to par.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah. Yo, so we'll be at the park on the 15th of June, celebrating Juneteenth here in Delaware at the riverfront.
So this drops Tuesday. So that's like what is that? 1, 2, 3, 4 sleeps. Is that first 3 sleeps? 3 sleeps.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If you listen on Tuesday, yeah.
I'm good enough rest, so I don't come sleep.
Oh yeah. You in there grinding? You grinding?
I ain't like that one. I ain't like that one.
This is the thing, like you can't take shit from Robert like that because when some people say, "Oh, you be grinding," that may mean that you be working hard. But he say it's different.
Yeah, Venus flytrap, the penis flytrap come out. Yep.
I wasn't even going there. So I was saying, you be grinding.
That's not how you said it though. That's not how you didn't say, "Oh yeah, you be grinding." You be grinding. Yeah.
I ain't do all that. I said
you did. You did. That's Yoda. What did you hear? Yep. Yeah, you nut butt. You like that butt, don't you?
No,
grinding on that butt.
That's projection.
Man, that's you. That's you. You nasty, man.
Y'all the worst, actually.
I shouldn't have to feel this way every time you say something.
I think I should do a rough cut of all the shit y'all say and then find out who got the most. I'm pretty sure y'all do.
I would disagree with that. I disagree with that heavily. I definitely think you the nastiest motherfucker on the podcast.
Right.
I disagree.
Enough said.
But if you do want a penis flytrap shirt, you can definitely go with the www.
There you go. Go ahead and get that penis flytrap. It's not a Venus flytrap shirt. I don't care what you say. It's the penis flytrap shirt. Rob, you're the penis flytrap.
I still stick by what I said. I mean, hey, until you find something that's more has more suction.
You don't. I feel like you don't know what a Venus flytrap actually does.
I know. I don't.
Well, eventually they do. But your penis is dead by then. Your penis is dead by the time they start sucking.
It's not
you're not gonna feel it.
It's more of a hold.
Nah, but they kind of like suck the juices out once the hold is over. Like they hold you, then they kill you, then they suck the nutrients out. Then they open up and get rid of you.
All I think is Little Shop of Hearts.
Okay. Yeah, I know. That's what you
Suddenly see more.
But that was a guy that
Nah, I thought it was a girl.
It was a girl.
Was it?
It had a guy's voice, but it was
the plant was a girl. Seymour was Rick Moranis.
Yeah, I know who Seymour was, but that nigga sound like a nigga. The plant.
It did.
It could have been. Yeah, but it definitely was a woman plant.
Plant though. Yeah.
She was ready to have babies.
Oh. Wow.
Yeah. But it was they wanted that song on that I love the movie. I never saw it on Broadway, but I think I would have liked that. That would probably been cool.
It's probably still somewhere. A place still going on somewhere where you can check it out close by. But yeah, back to our trivia night. It was good. It's unique. It's unique. It's going to be out at a perfect place. Juneteenth is one of the blackest things that Delaware does every year. So, come on through if you locally in the area, you want to celebrate, or if you just want to see a good trivia that you never. Because what I heard is like I never seen nothing like this trivia before. That's the one person that didn't play was like it was good just to watch. But I never seen nothing like the questions were different. It's not the same. It's we're doing something better than normal. Than the regular shit.
We're definitely bringing it, and it's going to continue to grow as people catch on and be like, "Oh, coming to my area."
It's going to definitely continue to grow. And I can't wait to see what it grows into, though. Like, because it's fun, and I think that has the opportunity to really do some shit. Like for real.
Yeah. Yeah.
Do you know what time? The show starts?
So I don't have a time slot yet. I won't till Monday. Till Monday.
So look on our Facebooks and our Instagrams if you're local. If you're going to be in the area on Saturday.
If you ain't local, you want to come? Just come.
Yeah. It's fun. And if you want to, we'll tell you what time and send you the QR code. So if you want to go ahead and just play from a distance, you can.
And I mean, if you want to come out and hear old R&B music from Christopher Williams, and he'll be out there too.
Ooh, that's the boy got stabbed, ain't he? From New Jack City.
Pretty motherfucker.
He talked to himself because there is no one to talk to.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
I forgot about that song.
Yeah, that's a good one.
3 good songs. He had
3 good songs.
Look, that's 3 more than I got.
Come on. Yeah, you know what I mean.
He had 2 albums and 3 good songs. Yeah.
So I talked to myself.
Cause there is man, that shit bring me back to like 8 years old whenever that came out.
He had that Dreaming Joint, and he had what? Promises his joint too. Promises.
I think so.
Hold on, wasn't he on the New Jack City soundtrack?
Yeah.
I'm dreaming.
I'm dreaming.
Yeah, I think so.
He might have had another joint, and that's what's the other nigga name? I'll be sure his cousin or some shit, right?
Yeah.
Oh, they should have been a group, man. They would have been better off in a group.
I'll be Williams.
I'll be Williams.
They probably beefing
Christopher Shore.
They probably beefing who was the light skin one. Who the light skin one? Me. No, me.
Right.
They would be beefing over that? I think they would just agree. We both.
Nah, I think they would have had a group at that time. Groups was popping back then. Or they would have did it eventually.
I like Al B. Shore and Christopher Williams in church singing as a group. I like this.
Yeah.
At Vacation Bible School?
Why church though? Why church?
I don't know, because they always say that black youngins from the 70s and 80s started singing in the church. Yeah, so.
Yeah, that's true.
But I don't know, because I don't know. Oh yeah, they're different tones, so it definitely been a good blend.
It would have blended, and then you bring John B in there. That would have been a great group. A little later on, you want to add something new, so you bring in. I just feel like John B would, but like them three voices would have been real good.
Oh, okay.
Like the new what's that LSG, the new LSG or the old LSG or the current I don't know how old they was versus LSG, but LSG.
I was listening to Casanova the other day. I was like, yeah, damn, I missed Gerald Levert. My man.
Oh man, Gerald Levert was. Yeah, he was. LSG lost a good one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He was in a lot of groups though, wasn't he? He was in the OJs. He was in the OJ. He sung backup. He ain't sing backup though. He never sing backup for them. I thought him and his brother. I thought him and his brother went on tour with the OJs a couple times. I wasn't sure, so I count that as the group.
Where their dad was in the group.
Yeah, I count that as a group. I count that like somebody couldn't sing, so he would just step in and sing that part. He's in the group. He's in the group. And then Levert. How many members was in Levert? Was that just the son and the sons and the dad?
No, it was
just the two brothers and the cousin.
Two brothers and the cousin? Okay. And then LSG. And then he had his own little solo thing.
Yeah, solo.
Yeah, Levert is a very underrated. We should praise Levert a little bit more. We should give him more songs.
So come check us out at Juneteenth. There's a parade before that too. So if you want to come and check out the parade,
it's all day thing, all day.
We have a good time,
Yeah, definitely always good times. There's vendors, there's food vendors, other type of vendors. I think it's a health fair as well. There's a kids zone.
Yeah, kids zone. And it's free, so why not?
Yeah, and it's free. So if you are in the area, if you're not, you want to travel to come check out the Juneteenth Festival.
Listen, check this out. Check this. This is some hard shit right here. Tubman Garrett Park is right by Wilmington's train station. If you live in Philly, if you live in DC, or if you live in Baltimore, it's a train ride. It's 45 minutes. And as soon as you get off you don't got to take an Uber nowhere. You just get off the train and you walk. It's not even a 5-minute walk. It's literally across the street. So if you could take a train, if you can get a train, you can get to this particular park and have a good time. We're gonna be there. We're gonna be there.
I'm hosting the shit, so
that was something you should have let the people know that right away. Yeah.
You hosting it with Boss Up or Boss Up Brand? Yeah. It should be a good time. And maybe we'll get a beer after the fact if you come through.
We definitely gonna go grab a beer if you come through. Like,
I'll give you that. Yeah, if you come through, we'll go out with you afterwards. Yeah, if you don't come through, just say that you meant to. But we still.
All right. Is there anything else you want to talk about? Any hot topics on your mind?
I got one thing I want to talk about. As you guys know, I've said this on the show multiple times. I'm a big fan of Tierra Whack. She had her tiny desk this past week, and I particularly think it was awesome. So go to YouTube, NPR Tiny Desk, and check out Tierra Whack's episode.
You want to know what's something weird about Tiny Desk? I haven't seen a bad one. Even people that
look, bro, you ain't never lie. You ain't never lie about that. I find artists by just watching Tiny Desk. I'm like, I got an extra 20 minutes. Let me just randomly scroll and hit a Tiny Desk, and I'm like, I actually like. But it's nothing bad. It's either you don't like that genre of music, but that performance is always worth it. Like whoever performs on there does a great job. You may not like the genre of music. Yeah,
because I don't even know some people, and I still be like,
let me check them out. But I think since it's Black Music Month, they're doing Black women for the whole month. So Thames is going to be on there, and a couple other Black women singers that I don't know offhand. I can't think of the names, but Tierra Whack and Thames.
Shaka Khan.
Oh, Shaka Khan's going to end. She's going to end the month. Yeah, she'll end the month. Yeah.
MD Michelle Indiacello will be.
Yeah, I remember that name.
And I think there's another one, but Tim's already did hers as well. So all month long. Check like Yoda said, go ahead and look back at some archive episodes. But if you into some Black women artists, go ahead and this whole month is full of Black women artists. NPR ain't sponsoring this shit, but they got a good thing going with that. So that was intentional, done by the producers of Tiny Desk. They were like last year was all Black men for Black Music Month, so they wanted to be intentional to have all.
Usher was a year ago.
Yeah. Yep.
Wow, time flies.
Yeah. So, and then I mean they do good stuff. Even the gentleman, I think he's from Philly. I think he won the I guess the tour thing. Like Tank and the Bangers won one year. It's
Oh
like,
yeah. That's how I found out who Tank and the Bangers was. I love that group.
Yeah, I went to a concert in Philly. It was my
It
wife
was good.
like, who these people? I was like, this is a great time. She was like, who these people?
Did she enjoy it, not knowing who they were? Did she have a good time afterwards, or did she not? It wasn't her cup of tea.
Oh, I gotta ask her again. I think she was like, yeah, it was fine.
Yeah, report back to the group chat.
But I think it's like Philadenko or Phila somebody was this year's winner. I enjoyed his tiny desk. It was cool.
Mm-hmm.
Or I don't know if it's a group or it's him. Sometimes it's hard to know.
It's hard to tell.
Yeah. Unless you know the actual artist or group, it really is hard to tell sometimes because they always got live music.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. Exactly. So they could consider the whole group as them.
Mm-hmm.
So shout out to NPR, DJ, and the producers of He Should Come On the Podcast and tell us how he put it together.
Yep. I got a lot of questions for you, sir.
Yeah. So if anybody know Bobby Carter, tell him to hit us up.
Bobby.
All right. Anything else about anything you got? I'm gonna go try to check out Bad Boys 4.
Yeah.
You got to. It was good
tonight.
You saw it?
Check it out tonight.
Yeah.
I heard it was the best one, and that's hard. That's tough.
I think
number one was.
Yo, number one came out when we were in high school, man.
Yeah, number one was. I think
the fact that there's 4 in the franchise and it's been going on for 30 years is like that's unheard of. Like normally, if you do 4 is rare anyway, but to do 4 is usually like within a 10-year span. But these guys keep coming back to this movie is wild. And then for you to say it's the best one out, that's crazy.
I think the fans just continue asking for them.
I think it could be the best. I can see how people could say it was the best. It's the best one. But then it's hard to really say because we're in a different time.
What happened with Bad Boys 3? I'm forgetting. Gabrielle Union was in 2. The white girl was in 1.
It was
Bad
his
Boys
son that he didn't know about. He didn't know about it. So
that's probably the worst one, right?
No, I enjoyed all of them. So
I'm not saying that I enjoyed them all, but I'm thinking that's probably if you got to rank them, that could be 4th. Yeah. Bad Boys 3 may be 4th.
I think people say it's the best. This one's the best one because of the times we're in. So kind of like the things that you can do is a little different than what you could do back in the day.
True. So, like you said, in 30 years.
1996, man. 1996 or something. Like you were in high school, Rob. You were still like legit in high school.
Yeah, I was, and now I'm legit out of high school.
Right, like way out. Like looking forward to your 30th reunion.
Yeah.
And so you look at, so it's like, you could do different stuff with cameras and shit now that you couldn't do like in the time frames that they were important. So I can see that.
Well, they were showing Will Smith and the thing kind of making it more like a Call of Duty type look to it. I guess.
That behind the scenes shot. I like that. That was good.
Yeah. So, it's different when you see it in the movie though. I thought that was going because I saw that same clip and I was like, damn. I didn't want to see that because sometimes when I'm ready to go see a movie, I don't want to see nothing like I did with.
Yeah, I haven't watched enough. I don't want to hear nothing about this movie until I just want to see it. Yeah, I know the movie's out. That's all I need to know. People said they like it. I don't even want to know if you liked it or not. I'm seeing it regardless. Yeah, I'm with you. I'm with you on that.
I came across that clip of him showing that, like the shit, and I was like, "Fuck!"
Yeah, me too. I was intrigued. I was intrigued more for just movie knowledge rather than that, like seeing that in the movie. Like I don't count that, yo. That don't count. That was like that's just nerd movie shit.
I counted it, but once I saw the movie, I let it go because it didn't like.
Yeah, you can't see that. You don't even. He did that 13 times in the movie.
Oh, you know when it's happening, but
you know that scene? Okay.
But it wasn't really behind the scenes. Or it was behind the scenes, but it didn't really give away any.
It didn't give you the
no, and they could have did that. They could have did that with a Tom Cruise movie. They could have did that with you know what I mean, like any Martin movie that any Will Smith in Gemini. They could have did this. You know what I mean? Like he'd been doing that apparatus for a long time.
What was the movie where it was remember that movie that came out back in the day where it was just first person shooter view?
I do remember. I don't remember what it's called though, but I do remember.
What was it like? Did somebody get assassinated and everybody had their own view about it, or are you talking about something different?
No, it was like one guy shooting.
You were looking at it. Like,
oh shit! No, I don't know what you're talking about. That sounds disturbing.
You know, it's funny now. I'm not a huge first-person shooter video game guy, though. I'm not.
You know what's funny? When the shit that you can play in first-person shooter that I play, I don't play it in first person.
Right.
Yeah, you're right. That gives me a headache. It's stupid. Like I need to see the body. Like I need to see what's going on.
You want to see your hands? You gotta see your hands in front of you.
I need to see everything. Your motherfuckers is like I can't do it with a screen and just the gun pop up in front. Like
yeah.
I'm like, nah, I can't. Nah.
I don't know if that's because I'm showing my age. I don't know what it is, but it's just, I don't know.
It could
it could be because they didn't have first-person shooters growing up, really, except Duck Hunt. I guess Duck Hunt was the first-person shooter.
Was it though?
He was the person with the gun, but physically.
Yeah, but maybe, I feel it has something, so it was. So
it's different. That's different. Yeah.
All right. Anything else we got?
Y'all not gonna hear this until it's over, but we'll be on Being Black and Craft as a podcast on Monday. What's that? June the 10th.
June the 10th. Yeah.
Yep. So check out the next episode of Being Black and Craft. You'll see us
Right.
the same time this episode drop. It'll be the same day.
All right. All right. So you get double.
Get a double bubble, boy. You're gonna get like 2 hours with us.
Yep.
It's a double whammy.
We're gonna be eating 2 hours. Sorry, no.
See? I told you. Y'all try to slide it in. But yeah.
2 hours of butt eating talk.
I should be silent so he could just talk so I can clip that right there. Keep talking.
but I eat the butter of the bread. I like the butter of
the all right. As Luke bangs away, anything else?
I get nervous.
All right.
That sounded like the police was at his door just now when he did that.
Yeah. Before we go, we all like to know how people can find everybody on these social media, these World Wide Webs. Yo, how can they find you?
You said who? Wait, I missed it. Me?
Yo, how can they find you? Yeah.
Oh, you can find me on IG at IM302YODA. When you say yo, it sounds like Lou, yo, because it's one bap.
IM302 Yoda, how can they find you? Is that better? No,
I didn't like it.
Okay. All right, Lou, how can they find you?
Man, my name is Lou Belgium, and I'm on them Instagrams.
And you can find Brews Inc. Banter Podcast on Instagram, Facebook, or Twitter, and TikTok at Brews Inc. Banter Podcast. You can listen to the podcast on Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, anywhere you listen to podcasts. You can even say, Alexa, play Brews Inc. Banter Podcast, because we are on Amazon Music as well, iHeart, Pandora, all your favorite spots. We are there. If you want to follow me, Rob Say Brewing. Bing, bing. This is the first time I can do this in a while. Rob Say Brewing. There he is. Hold up. And if you want to get that merch, like I mentioned earlier, www.brewsandbanter.com. You can also join soon to come. Maybe we'll have a mailing list or a newsletter soon. So join the mailing list early, so you'll be the first to know when that thing pops off. This has been episode 254. That sounds about right. Our Brews and Banter podcast. And until next time.
Have a good week, everyone.
Bye.